Hey everybody, Cowboy here. This is a clip from our live lab session for the private viewers. We don't reveal too much here, but we do have an excerpt from a discussion around different market environments and how to design algorithms that work better in some environments rather than others. So there's the trend, there's the chop, and we talk about that. At the bottom of the screen there, you can see our web address, our URL. That's algofactory.tech. You have you can zap that QR code as well. And if you stick around after the video, you can find out more about us and how to find us. All right, so enjoy. Atypically, the last few months have had more trend than chop, which is actually abnormal. Usually it's the other way around, where it's like 70% chop and 30% trend. But right now, from what I'm seeing, it's kind of the opposite. Now here's a decent kind of time of chop right here, right? A lot of chop right there. You know, this is borderline, like this last bit is a little trendy, so we could probably, stop it right there. But I mean, there's a lot of chop going on here. Chop. This is all pretty choppy. So if you don't have an algorithm that can trade the chop, then most people want to trade the trends. And when they do, they have these kind of brief moments of this is a really good example of how markets usually are. This bit that you can see on the screen right now. You got this trend here and then a bunch of chop. Then you got this one trend here and a bunch of chop. Nice trend right there, right? Actually. And then you got a bunch of chop. You have a moment of trend, say right here, and you can see where this is going, right? I mean, this is even probably worse. This is like 80-20 almost of, 80% chop, 20% trend. So if you are a trend trader, then you really got to kind of look for these breakouts and be very patient. And this is like 14th of June to 30. So he got half a month at a time or longer. It's a bunch of chop. Now this here, is an argument for why one would want to develop a chop method, right? A method where you can trade the chop. And that's my algorithm, the first one, the one that you've seen already. That one actually does a lot better during choppy times. So that's one thing to know. And now I'm in the process of developing a trend trading algorithm. And it's pretty powerful. And I just got the piece to the puzzle last week. That's the thing. And these things kind of, I talk to a lot of traders. I talk to, people who code and things like that. And I just pick up some clues from what people are doing that works. And when I do that, I'm like, hey, I didn't think of using that kind of indicator before. Indicators come in classes. You have, let me see here. No, Value. I've never traded diamonds. That's interesting. I'll mention a little more about that. We'll come back to that. But when it comes to indicator classes, there's RSI, there's stochastics, there's let's see here. Just make it easy on myself. Arun is its own thing. You've got the Elder class. Elder's got a whole bunch of stuff. You got candle stuff. Candle. See all the different Elder stuff there. You've got candle patterns that can be considered something. Fair value. I don't use fair value, but that's one thing you do. There's Bollinger Bands. There's random shit like the Laguerre filter. Moving average. There's a whole thing about moving averages. In fact, I think moving averages are best going to be looked at with MACD. Moving average convergence divergence seems to be the most powerful single tool with moving averages, but that's in the common tools. There might be some kind of tool that's no one ever has heard of that's just wonderful. I just haven't got to it yet. Super trend is a great indicator. I haven't included that in my algo yet. There's the squeezing indicator, which is basically combining Keltner bands and Bollinger bands. I mean, there's Williams fractals, which is basically going to be Williams is just going to be EMAs. So there's all kinds of different indicator classes. And what I do with my algorithm is I try to have each indicator be from a different class. And so there was a class I was ignoring up until Monday. And then I added that into my trend algo, and it's working out well. I've been testing. I've just been printing money the past few days with it. So as I develop it further, I'll go ahead and have my coder look into that. my coder's busy with the first algo, and the first algo handles these choppy markets. So we are live every weekday, 8:30 AM EST, giving out free content. Come check us out on YouTube. Come talk to us. Go over to the website. That's www.algofactory.tech. Again, www.algofactory.tech. And for a limited time promotional offer, we are giving out memberships at $49.99 a month. There's a ton that we're offering over there. Come see what that's about. Also, you can see our Twitter link. All the links are up on YouTube. Come talk to us on social media. See us on the live YouTube videos. We hope to see you soon.